In the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friends, the one for you and me. Let's go.
I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and I don't know what that was, but I'm ready for the eclipse. Let's bring it on.
Yeah, whatever. It's just another day.
I know.
Just
It
another
is.
day in paradise here. We all have to go to work, at
Yes.
least where we are at.
Yes, we have to go to
And
work.
it's like, no, it's probably going to be a big old nothing burger.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Just a big old nothing burger, no earthquakes. What else is supposed to go on that day?
We're supposed to be raptured up.
Raptured.
Up.
Or
God, or Jesus is coming back.
Jesus coming
depending on
back,
what you believe.
raptured.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there's so much
Yep.
things that
Oh, the power going out.
power going out.
Mm-hmm. And there's certain zodiac signs, which I don't get into, like the whole zodiac thing, so
Right,
I
right.
didn't go there. But it's worse for some zodiacs
Okay.
other than others.
Well, I came across this thing that's in Nashville. It's the Parthenon. You know,
Yes.
it's a replica of the Parthenon that was over in Athens, Greece, or whatever.
Right.
Maybe I got that
I
wrong.
think you talked about this last week.
Did I? Okay. Well, I did not have in 2024 the Parthenon in Nashville getting taken out by a fireball.
Yes.
But-
Mm-hmm.
I got that on my all-knowing softball.
Okay.
So
So
that's
you're
going out on a limb
predicting
there.
That's going out on a limb.
That's going
Yeah,
out.
that is going out
Some
on a limb.
lady had
for
a
sure.
dream.
Yeah,
Somebody had a
and
dream
you bought
dream
into
about
this
it,
Dream.
and I came across
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
And the dream is very, I won't get into it. Let's not bore the people. Let me just not bore the people by telling my
Yes.
third grade news real quick before we get on to the real news of the day.
Hey, lots
So,
happening in the world.
One kid was down in the office, and he come out. He's got character too. He
Yeah.
comes out with a Band-Aid on his arm.
Right, which you're not supposed to
Yeah,
have
I guess
anymore.
we're, Miss Lisa, you're poisoning the kids
Kids, yeah.
with Band-Aids. Who
Yeah,
knew? But
who knew?
the
But anyway,
cancer-causing stuff that's
in the Band-Aid.
in the Band-Aids. Who
Mhm.
knew? All right,
Yeah.
whatever. I digress. So he comes out with the Band-Aid, and it's and he goes, I go, what happened? He goes, oh, I wiped out on my bike, Mr. Mark, and my bike broke in two. I was like, oh my gosh, your bike broke in two? He's like, yeah, it broke into two pieces. I was like, what were you jumping? He goes, no, I was like going like this on some wet ground, and it went out from underneath me.
Mhm.
I was like, your bike didn't break in two. He goes, yeah, I kind of stretched it just a little bit. I was like, well, you got to come up with a better story then. If you're going to stretch the whole thing, you got to say that, you were jumping the creek bed and you had an audience and you fell, your bike broke in half, and then you got up and just dusted yourself off and just walked off like you owned that jump.
That was a
Okay?
very boring story.
All right, let's get on.
Okay, so what else do we got?
That's it.
We
That's
got
all
lots
I
of
got.
stuff going on.
What do you got?
Oh, we got lots of news going on. Should we
right.
get out to the
Yeah,
news?
let's get out to the news
Yeah.
before we lose half our audience.
Yeah. We don't want to lose half our audience. I wasn't going to start with this, but okay.
Okay, where
Well,
do you
no.
want me to go?
No, I want you to start with this 25
This.
solar eclipse facts.
Do you wanna-
Go. We'll go fast.
Do you want to go? You want me? Okay.
We'll go fast.
This is
You're
going to
okay.
bore the people.
This is okay. This is
All
what's coming up.
All right,
okay.
go.
This will be the first total eclipse in the continental U.S. in 7 years.
No. No.
The first total.
No, it was just 2023, right?
That wasn't total. That wasn't a total
They've been
eclipse.
three. Okay, you're already starting off with fake news.
That's not fake news. This is
the
official.
first total solar eclipse in the continental
Yes,
U.S.
they
in
say-
70. What happened last year, Miss Debbie?
We had an eclipse, but it wasn't a.
It was
Full.
total.
It wasn't total.
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay. A solar eclipse occurs when the sun, the moon, and Earth are aligned or in synergy.
That's not even synergy. That's somebody
Somebody
pronounce that for us.
Yeah.
But we can't hear them.
No, we can't hear
Alright,
them, so they
alright.
can't. Okay, a solar eclipse only happens at new moon.
All right, new moon. All right. Do
Yeah.
you want to see our lovely faces? No.
Solar eclipses don't occur at every new moon? Absolutely not. How could
my
they
gosh.
do that?
Because it's tilted.
Yeah.
The Earth and the Moon and the
Done.
the Sun. The Moon is cantered a little bit from the the rotation, so it only comes through every so. There you go.
My question is, why is it coming through during the daytime?
I don't know.
There's a question for our
Eclipse
audience.
totalities.
Okay. Eclipse totalities are different lengths.
Okay.
Okay. Keep
Wow.
going. Keep going. It's all about magnitude and obscuration.
Gosh. Okay, for one thing. Whenever you're using words for these fun facts,
Yes.
people that do these fun facts,
Yes. They want to sound
dumb
intelligent.
it down for two janitors on
On
a
the
couch.
couch.
I don't even know what that last word was on that other one. And
Yes.
this guy is just trying to be like, look at me.
Super intelligent.
Oh,
He's
look at
probably
me.
a physics doctor.
He probably went to the thesaurus book.
Yes, I'm sure.
And started
Mhm.
looking up I'm
Yes.
going to drop them with knowledge. Okay,
Yes.
whatever.
Mhm.
All right, let's get on with it.
Okay. The solar eclipse occurs between
Saros
cycles. Okay, keep going.
Okay, you can read that, people. I don't know.
Everyone in the continental U.S. will see at least a partial eclipse.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. That's
Mhm.
like that that one person's just got a little nip
Yeah.
out of it. That's
Uh-huh.
not much.
No,
Right.
it's not. It's all about totality. Don't know what that means, but okay. It's all
Okay,
about
yeah.
it being a total eclipse of
All right,
the
well,
sun.
there.
Total eclipse of the sun.
Yeah, don't sing.
You want to be on the center line. I don't know what that means.
That's like in the middle, right?
In the middle.
Smack
Uh-huh.
dab of totality. You don't want
Uh-huh.
it because it'll last probably longer.
Longer.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. These are point facts.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here on my porch.
Yes. No,
And
you're
maybe-
going to be at work.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to be at
You're
work.
gonna be
And I might go out with the kiddos,
Yeah.
and just stand there.
Did you turn in your permission slip?
Yeah, I
Because
have.
if you don't have your permission slip, you can't go out and look at the
Boy,
sun.
I'm going to be in trouble by my teacher.
I have my glasses,
I'll be that
and
kid.
I'll be going home from work. So
There's going to be some kids sitting in the classroom like, I didn't.
I know.
My
I didn't
parents.
sign my
I lost
permission
it on the way
slip.
home.
Yeah.
And they're all out there having fun, and I got to
Yeah.
sit inside
Mhm.
here.
No, nobody needs to hear Miss Debbie sing.
All right.
Okay. First contact is in Texas.
Okay.
Keep
yep.
going.
Yep, that is correct.
The center line crosses through 15 states. Keep going.
All right, don't raise your voice like that.
Okay. Totality lasts a maximum of 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
Ooh,
28
428.
seconds.
Is
428
428 one of
428
Hold on.
is
let's get it.
128
If Donut Factory
is listening.
or Jacob Israel
Is listening.
or Truth Mafia
Mhm.
is listening,
From our Fugel.
or Marfu is a 428 one of
Anything.
the numbers.
Yeah.
I had to bore the people with that.
Mhm. No, ours didn't close.
End of the eclipse.
The end of the eclipse for the U.S. is in Maine.
yeah.
I guess my school didn't get the memo that the rapture is happening on the eclipse, so
Listen.
they're staying open.
And how long is the totality in Maine? Oh, what
When
time?
did-
No.
What time does
What
it
time
end?
does it exit the
see.
USA? 3:33.
Yeah,
And there you go.
there's numbers for you.
Donut
Yeah,
Factory and
mhm.
Jacob
There's some
Israel
numbers.
and Truth Mafia.
Right.
Take that.
Mhm,
I
take
found
that.
that. All right. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Cool things are afoot before and after totality. Don't know what that means, but okay.
All
Keep
right.
going.
Sure.
Mhm. The eclipse will be the most viewed ever,
Maybe, allegedly.
allegedly.
We don't know that.
Several large cities will enjoy a great view.
Okay.
Tens of millions of people live in the eclipse path.
All right.
Totality is safe to look at.
Yeah. Well, just
Well, yeah,
just
once
don't-
it's just
yeah.
behind the sun, do not look at the sun
I would like
with
you
your
know,
bare eyes.
if it did come right through here, that would be something to see the corona and everything. I admit that would be something, but I'm not gonna drive to it or
No.
anything. Just for a
No.
minute or two. Like the totality isn't long, so you just be
Yes.
like, all right.
Yeah, let's go home.
Then I'd look at you as like, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
What's for lunch?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. All right. All right.
All right. Yes, the sun is a lot bigger than the moon. It's all about the distance.
Wow, you're smart, man.
You won't need a telescope. No.
No. Okay, so think about it. If you can see the moon
Right.
and you can see the sun,
You're right.
365 days. Well, sometimes you don't see the moon. Sometimes it's not out, but
Right,
and
and it
sometimes
won't
you
be
don't
out
see the
tomorrow.
sun. But
Yeah.
if you can see them,
Yeah.
you don't need a telescope.
No.
Man, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I had my telescope all ready
All
to
ready
go.
to go. Mhm.
All right, whatever.
All right. All right. We're almost done with these. Nature will take heed. So
Whatever.
I think it will confuse the insects and
They'll
stuff.
be all right.
You think they know?
Everything, it's been going on for millions of years. Well, thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
But yeah, they're going to
Yeah.
be fine.
Mhm.
They're just
Okay.
going to be.
Maximum totality is not the longest possible
Okay. Well,
in 2024. Don't know what that means.
I'm
I should
selling
have
my
read these
listen.
after I downloaded them.
I'm selling my ticket, to go see it now,
Yes.
boy, because
Uh-huh.
I was told it was going to be the longest. Now it isn't. Might as well stay at home now instead. Okay.
The future is bright but long.
future is bright. Not if we get raptured.
Not if we get raptured. It might be short time.
Hey.
The eclipse will happen on April 8th, 2024.
If you don't know
And
that by
those are
now,
my predictions. Or
well,
my facts.
all right. So
Those are my facts. So anyway, it's a big day.
I'm going to shock you with some facts.
Yeah, it's a big
The
day.
moon is going to block the sun. They didn't have that fact in there. I mean,
They did.
dang, man. I
Mhm.
just came up with that right now.
Right now,
Right now, I
Mhm.
came up with the moon
moon will block
block
the sun. Yes.
Let's get out
Mhm.
to the real news now. Are we
Yeah,
ready?
We're
Okay.
ready for the
Is
real
the news
news.
all
A lot-
backwards too, probably?
It's probably not in the
All right,
new
well,
one. And
there you go. There's
the
our-
eclipse is coming.
Well, that's our.
Yeah, thumbnail.
I know. Everybody, again.
I thought that was hilarious. I love it when we go
I
to
know.
the store and buy all the milk and the
I know,
bread.
the milk and the
toilet
bread. But
and the toilet paper.
listen, like I tell everybody, put on the armor of God, right?
Yes.
Something will happen to you or something won't. It
Mhm.
don't matter. You're going to either go to heaven or this, and
Mhm.
everything's going to work out just fine. But it is good to be prepared in
Mhm.
life, though, too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you just go through life. You still have to get up. Whenever Obama won the election, are you listening to
No,
me,
I'm
Miss-
reading comments.
Do you remember whenever Obama won the election?
I do.
I was covering that in D.C. And all these college kids come running out there crying. They're like, "Oh, he won! It's gonna be the greatest thing." So I was like, "Guess what? You're gonna have to do tomorrow." They're like, "What?" You're gonna have to go to class. You're gonna have to put on your big boy pants.
And go to class.
You're gonna have to go to class,
Mm-hmm.
and then after you graduate from college, you're gonna
Mhm.
have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. What do you? I don't know what these kids think these days.
I haven't keyed in too much on the comet, zombie, but the Devil's Comet is coming
It
too.
used to be called the Millennial Falcon
Okay, and we changed it.
comet. And we
Uh-huh.
had but then it started spurring off two tails. And the demonic people, they're like, boy, that doesn't look like, some like bicycle. How come it's not the bicycle handle comet, right? Like two things just
Yeah,
coming up. Why does it have to be the devil's comet?
because I think I don't know, trying to
Yeah,
cook
well,
something
so
up.
no-
We're trying
So
to cook
all you
stuff up.
Star Wars fans out
Mhm.
there, it's no longer the Millennial Falcon.
It's not. Okay.
They go on.
Yes, please.
All right, what's this all about, Debbie? Tell us.
Oh, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plan to reopen Baltimore Channel affected by bridge collapse by the end of May. So they're going to have the channel open.
Well, I heard they already have a temporary.
I heard that a ship already went out,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what this is. But
All they
anyway,
gotta do is hook a bar. Put me in. I'll be like, okay, let's hook, and we'll just drag that section
Yeah.
to the left, and then we'll grab that other section. We'll drag that one to the right. And whammo! We're gonna, let's not overthink this stuff.
I didn't key in on the sounding rockets again. We covered that sort of last week. That NASA
Yeah.
is doing the sounding rockets. So, and
Okay, yeah.
CERN is starting up. So, those are the things that are going to cause stuff, not the eclipse.
How much does it cost?
I have no idea how much it costs.
Why are we wasting money on?
I don't know.
CERN is a lot of money.
CERN is a lot of
And
money.
then all these people that are worried about global warming. That
Mhm.
thing takes mega power beyond
Mhm.
belief to run that
Mhm.
thing. Just for a split. However long it takes to do
Oh.
that. But
Going to be changed to the Red Dragon comet next.
what
Instead of
is
the
the year
Devil's
of the dragon
Dragon.
or something
Mhm.
or red dragon? Because there's white dragons. No, this is the year of the white dragon. I don't know. Look
Anyway.
it up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Zombie
Go
says they're going to
watch
change the name again.
Donut Factory, Jacob Israel, and Donut Factory, and Truth Mafia.
Mhm.
Watch
And you
them.
don't
They'll
have
tell you
any need
what
to
year.
watch us.
Yeah, yeah. And they'll tell you all the wacky stuff about all this stuff.
Yes.
It's good stuff. I watch it. I like
And
it.
Marfugel. I'm a Marfugel girl.
Marfugel's a
But
good one.
he
yeah.
comes in on very late in the evening because he's on the West Coast. So
Okay.
he comes in very
All
late.
right. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's-
The concern is CERN and the rockets. Then the eclipse. Yes, absolutely. All right. So there was a earthquake. Lila, did you feel the earthquake?
Yeah. Our New York peeps.
Yep. Any New York peeps out there feel the earthquake, and it's causing people to have vertigo, dizziness, and nausea, and
Get
that
outta
is
here.
actually a thing. But they did have a 4.8 on the East Coast,
Not a
and I
thing.
feel like they don't have very many. So I'm thinking that the whole sun and moon thing is already causing the ground
I
to
guess
shake.
Oklahomans
Because
are.
Taiwan, we're going to get to that. Taiwan had a huge earthquake earlier this
Oklahomans,
week.
we handle that stuff a lot better. Well,
Uh-huh.
nobody here has gotten vertigo or whatever, but I could see a big one like
Mhm.
shifting like crazy. But a 4.9, that's nothing. And the only people that are feeling it probably a lot are the people
People
up
up in the buildings.
and they're gonna sway a little bit.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, "Was that an earthquake?"
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
won't. Will still even be guessing what it was.
Mm-hmm. Lone Cowboy Adventures, you were not trucking in New York City. I hope to God you were not trucking in New York City.
That was a long day.
It was on the East Coast.
He lives near
Lone
Kansas
Cowboy.
City,
Yeah.
everybody. So.
Mhm. He's a long ways away from the
Little bit.
epicenter of that earthquake.
He didn't feel the one probably the day they had one up
Oh,
there.
do they?
And they talked about
Yes.
it.
I was
And-
teasing him.
Okay, here we go.
Mhm.
11 ships are trapped
Trapped
behind
the key bridge, including 4 considered critical to national
Yeah.
security. So that would be a good
Imagine that.
reason to take out that bridge, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That
Mhm.
well, that was no accident. But whatever. It happened 2 days after something else. Look it up. We talked about it on our last show.
Yeah.
Not an accident. Sorry,
Yeah.
people.
Okay. So buckle up, folks, because the bird flu
Oh my
is
gosh,
coming,
let me
and
go.
it's 100 times worse
Oh,
than
man.
the CV. So scientists learned something. Get your worried face on and get ready, because it is an election year. So why
Yeah.
not have a new
It's the
pandemic?
election. Why don't they just name them that?
Election year pandemic.
Election 2024 pandemic, and then there will be election 2026, and then there'll be probably
Uh-huh.
election 2028.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying. You can't even make this stuff up. I
Yeah.
said it the second they Tom was it not Tom Hanks? Yeah. was
Yeah.
it? As soon as they said Tom Hanks had it, we all got to go home. I was like,
Yes.
they're doing this on purpose. All right, whatever.
Okay, so the cicadas are coming to which we used to call locusts. Type
Yeah,
1
okay.
if you call these things locusts
Last-
and not cicadas.
Last week,
Mm-hmm.
actually,
Yes.
we said we had a what is that Mandela effect, and then we
Yes.
couldn't remember what it was. It was driving
Right.
us nuts,
Mhm.
and it's the
We
They're
always
locusts.
called them locusts when I grew up. They were locusts. I never heard the word cicada until like
and
the
you live in
2020s.
Oklahoma. I didn't
Yeah.
hear it until I came to Oklahoma.
No, we
so I
called them
thought
locusts.
It was
No.
an Oklahoma thing. I thought you guys are like, what the heck? That's a
No.
locust. I was
No.
like, well, maybe they're different. Maybe they're different, little, but they're not. They're locust.
Mhm.
Get
No,
it
they're
straight,
locusts.
people.
They're locusts, and there's 2 breeds that are brooding, and they're coming together this year, so
Yeah.
there's going to be more than usual. I used to love them whenever I was a kid. I'd go around and find the little shells, and then for a while, I did like the insects, killed the insects, and
People
did
stick-
whatever, stick pins in them, and made displays. Yes, I did all
People,
that for.
Stick
for-
around. Debbie will be done
Yeah.
with this story in a second.
So I did all that whenever I was a kid
All right.
and made displays of insects for the fair and stuff like that. So
I used to just go, just shut up already. That's what they're driving me insane.
oh, the cicadas.
I mean, I got tinnitus
locust.
now. Throw in the
the locusts.
locusts, and man, I'm going to
Mhm.
go nuts here. So.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So here we go again. Biden administration preparing to announce new proposal to reduce, cancel student loan debt.
Yeah, it's the election
Why
year.
do we just keep
Listen, and give
trying that?
free money? All illegals get free college too. Well, let's throw that in there too. What are you looking at, Debbie?
TJ says that cicadas are totally different than locusts. And that's straight from Australia. So apparently they have their crap together in Australia.
I'm not buying it, TJ.
You're not buying
I'm not buying it. Right.
Okay.
But what were we just talking about?
No, zombie, I didn't torture frogs, only insects.
Yeah.
I
No,
killed them first.
Listen. They
You
want
did whatever to preserve them.
Can you listen to
No,
me for
I'm
1
very
second?
excited about the insects.
Listen to me. They try to buy votes every time. The Democrats, Republicans probably do it too. The deep state, let's say, they just buy votes. They tell you crazy good things. You all get what? It used to be what? Electric car, phones, college. You get it all free, and then you vote for them and you get nothing. All right, what?
Morning Coffee with Mom says that she heard. Good morning, by the way, and thank you for joining our chat. You are new to us.
Stick around. You're going to be a mod
you'll
here
be
pretty
a mod
soon.
here pretty quick. But she said that it's a sign of war when she was a kid.
Ooh.
Which those drums are beaten.
Oh my
Fast
gosh.
and furious.
There's
Fast and furious.
rumors of wars
Yeah,
and rumors of wars.
yes.
And it's lighting up out there. It's getting, like I say, it's going to be an interesting election year for sure. We haven't even gotten 1/4 of the way through. We're close to 1/4. Yeah, we're close to 1/4 of the way through the year, and it's been a doozy. All right.
Yeah, it has been a doozy.
All right,
Lots
let's
of
get
stuff
back out to
happening.
our side. All right, so how about okay? One more thing before I want to bore the people, since you're getting sidetracked on everything.
Okay.
Is I want beer debt forgiveness. I want
For your
all the
college.
money back that I drank during college, and in years since. I want beer debt forgiveness.
I would get a lot of money back.
Would you vote for me if I ran on beer debt forgiveness? Well, the people that don't drink beer are like, no.
No.
That's the thing.
No.
The people that don't go to college are like, no.
No,
You don't get beer debt forgiveness.
Well-
I don't get nothing. You get money. I get nothing. That sucks.
I'm telling you, somebody loses out. You just don't cancel student loan debt
Oh my
and
gosh.
somebody doesn't
Yeah.
lose in
That's just
that scenario. But-
We all lose in
yes.
inflation.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
They take our tax money and devalue our dollar while they're giving away money, and they print more money, and we all lose. Even the kids that got free college are going to pay it back sooner or later. There you go.
absolutely.
What's this all about, Miss Debbie?
I don't know.
Earthquake felt by 42 million people.
Making mods.
USGS estimates.
Yeah. So that was
show.
the earthquake. That's where it was felt. Not in
Ooh.
Kansas City. Cowboy Ken. Not in Kansas City.
The
but
capital,
up there.
the capital was rocking just a smidge, mate. Nah, very little. That's way down there.
Very
All right,
little.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's not too far away.
Mhm.
All right.
So,
What's going on here, man?
well,
Jeez.
this is a bad, how you like to say, well, that's a bad picture, because that's not Marjorie Taylor in that picture. That's from the night that they had the State of the Union, right? But Marjorie Taylor Greene says New York City earthquake is God telling Americans to repent.
Maybe.
She might be right.
Yeah, she might be right.
She could be
Listen,
right.
But I'm going
Mhm.
to say one thing about that.
She got a lot of heat
That's
about
all that they got to make her out to be a kook.
Yes.
Because now she's saying, that Speaker of the House there that said all this great stuff has, the what's it called? Bus, the stimulus, omnibus.
Omnibus.
Omnibus. Okay, that sounds good.
Mhm.
Okay, the omnibus, In there is, money for, abortions, right? In there is just all the things he said. Boy, I'm a devout Catholic. I would never do any of that. Well, he's doing it all. He lied. It seems like they got something on him. And she's just pointing it out. Like, what the heck happened? You were supposed to be our guy. You suck. That's what she's saying. And, why do they always change their tune whenever this all comes around?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, anyway.
So they make her out to be a quack.
Yes, absolutely. She got a lot of heat for that comment.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
she's right, probably.
She could be right.
Everything
she could be right. America does have some things to apologize for, and they're probably not what they think we need to apologize for.
There have been signs in the past that us humans have been screwing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Why not? Why not today in this day and age? All right, let's keep.
All right, so the total solar eclipse live tracker. Clouds forecast for cities, states in the path of totality. So we're supposed to have cloudy conditions here where we live, so we probably won't even see it. So there's a lot of clouds being forecast that they're going to be.
I've seen 2 partial eclipses, and the one down in Texas at the Pinecone Fest. Great time. Sign up this year. I'll see you there. But it was almost total. It was a pretty good one. But it's. Again, it's something that happens. It's kind of, doesn't happen too often. You go, ooh, hoo, hoo, hee, hee. That's great, right? And then you just get on with your life. And if you see it or you don't see it, you're not missing out too much. I mean, it's cool. I get it. It's cool. No, I wouldn't travel to go see it myself. Period.
Back ass
words,
weird world. Welcome to the chat.
That's a good name there. I like that
and
one.
Hi, Patty G.
Back ass real world.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Back ass word.
Welcome to the show.
Weird world. Welcome to the show.
Stick around. You can be a mod if you vet out good.
I just made them mods.
Okay.
Please don't take down our live chat.
Yeah, just keep us going.
Yeah. So.
President Biden just canceled plans to refill.
Yeah, the emergency oil reserves.
Yeah.
Here's what it means.
Okay.
So
should I go to the next?
I don't know. Here's why and what it means.
Well, the thing is
we need.
Trump filled it up at $25 a barrel, and now prices are going up again. So if he tries to refill it, it's going to cost more. Plus, the prices of gas are going up, so he might want to use more of the reserves and deplete us to almost nothing, which is great. That's a good leader right there, taking care of us Americans.
Whiskey and Sunshine, are you in the path of totality?
They are.
Mm.
Well, all Maine. Maine's a small state, so I'm gonna imagine they're in the totality. I'm going out on a limb.
Totality.
All right. All right.
It means oil prices will double. Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Another big
earthquake. Okay, so earlier, before the New York one, I always get my news backwards because I go back in the news anyway. But the biggest earthquake that happened this week was in Taiwan, and it was like the highest was like a 7.4. And then there were several aftershocks that were like
there was another like 2 sevens, then 6.
Yeah, 6.
It was a good one.
5s, and so there was a lot. I don't think there was any huge tsunamis that were caused by it, but there were tsunami warnings on all of it.
Why don't they do it from like 0 to 10 on these?
Like the
because like just from like 7.4 to like 7.7 is twice as strong. It doesn't seem like it should be that much just from point. Let's make it drastic. Like, that was about a 2. This one's a 4. Like. That sounds a lot more than just .2. I don't understand the rating. Do you, Miss Debbie? And again, she doesn't listen to me ever. She just reads your comments.
I do.
And she doesn't interact anymore with me.
I do interact
with
you.
Me cry.
No, stop. I do. I work with
All
you.
right,
I
let's
interact
go.
with
Let's
you
keep this
every day.
moving along here.
Okay, so U.S. on alert for possible Iranian attacks on Israel and American facilities. Okay, this is happening because Israel attacked an embassy in Syria
Right.
and killed a lead guy from Iran,
Yeah, I know.
military guy from Iran. So now, you talk about the wars and rumors of wars. Yep, cicadas are probably right.
Let me give you an example.
They're escalating.
Like
big time.
me and my, fraternity brothers, and military friends would all go out to the bar, right? And one of my friends would get a little bit carried away, right? And they would start a little bit of a fight. So they would be fighting or close to fighting.
Mhm.
Let's say close to fighting. And I'd jump in and I'd say to this, I would be the mediator.
Mhm.
I'd be, look, my buddy's been drinking a little bit. Don't pay attention. Are we cool? And they go, yeah, we're cool. Okay, I get it. But it's all down. And then all of a sudden, one of my other buddies comes jumping in. Greg Abrams. I'll call him out on this.
Okay.
Airman Abrams.
Okay.
Airman Abrams comes in, jumps in there and go, I'll smash your head like a grape.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
Yeah.
are we still cool? Are we fighting now? I'd be like, I don't know that.
Did that just run?
I'm like, Greg, I had this all under control. But Greg's a good friend, and he's going to stick up for his friends, even if that friend was an idiot.
Right.
Does that make any sense does that scenario apply to that news, or is that just something that he just made up? You tell me. Was that a good scenario of what's going on in the world, or was that completely ludicrous and ridiculous?
No, it was probably
Okay, it's
true.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
We're kind of like expanding because they need this war because our economy is
there was
going
a
down.
6-something earthquake in Japan too, Miss Debbie.
Oh,
I
there
don't know.
was, yes, and I
don't
did
know
not
if you
get
caught
that. I
that.
didn't.
All
I did catch it, but I didn't put it on there because
I got
I'm bad.
it.
I'm bad. I'm bad.
The earth's shaking.
Yes, the earth
there
is
we go.
shaking. All right, and then
All
we're back to
right.
the beginning. So,
Let's go get
and
ready for the lines.
I have some videos out on my other channel, so check them out. I'm really proud of my wine glass video, and it hasn't done very good, but it's like got crossword, like Scrabble pieces with crosswords, and so it turned out really cute, and
Listen,
I really like
nobody
it.
watch her videos.
Stop!
That way I can reclaim. You'll get over this crafting thing, and I'll have my house back.
Yeah.
That's-
Mhm,
Nobody watch her, please.
mhm.
Don't
Don't encourage me.
make her think she even has a chance to get
I
his
know,
channel.
I don't, because there's a lot of things going on.
Ooh, look at
So-
the marina looks good today.
There was a mass thing at a martini bar in Florida. I thought it was the teeny
I know. Are
martini
we
bar
gonna go
that we
back
used to
to the-
see, that we used to show.
We use Robbie's Islamorada,
Mhm.
restaurant here, or whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
we use them, right? But
Mhm.
we used to have the teeny martini bar,
Yes.
and that was fun. But this one's more active and more
Yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
going on.
Going on. It's a beautiful day there.
So, but somebody did call me. I think it was maybe I forget. Cowboy Ken?
I don't know.
No, it was somebody. I don't. All I'm saying is the teeny martini bar in the Keys.
Uh-huh.
I guess I don't. No, I'm not even gonna say what they said because we could get in trouble. So
Right.
I'm not gonna. Something might have been there that restaurants don't like to be there. Maybe allegedly. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but then I
No.
thought, man,
Oh, no,
yeah,
don't say it.
I'm
Don't
not gonna
say
say it.
Don't say it. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, don't say it.
So-
no.
what I'm trying to get
No.
at now is what's going on. Why have two martini bars
Been targeted in Florida?
and told to me like something's going? What's going on at the martini bars? Is that a sign?
Yes, there was an earthquake in New York earlier this week. It was
Yes.
a 4.8. Okay. So call in if you
Call in,
want. The
yeah.
phone numbers on the board. Talk about
If you
what's
got,
going on in the world, what we missed,
or if you got vertigo
yeah,
from the
or
earthquake.
whatever you want to, or whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah.
As long as it's like no don't be cursing like Larry used to do.
Yeah. Well,
Because we
what
sometimes
happened
have
to our
we
troll.
sometimes have
We have
children lurking
yeah,
in the
we have
background.
children. But where is Larry?
Hmm
Debbie.
Larry hasn't been in a while.
I think
He got bored with us.
well.
we weren't
Listen,
we weren't giving him we weren't fighting with him, and I'm
enough.
sure that's why he
we
was
just
coming
want to
in.
be kind to everyone and let
Yeah.
you have your
Mhm.
voice. If
Yeah.
you disagree with us, we let you,
Yeah.
have it. In fact, then we'll say our side, and maybe our side was sound. Maybe Larry was like, "Oh my gosh, those two idiots on the couch were right."
I don't think Larry's
No.
saying that. I never could get his points anyway because he was always like all over the place.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So somebody call in and talk to us. Tell us why you're here, or why you're not here, or why we're ignorant and ridiculous. Because we're
That's-
good with that too.
I mean, we embrace being ignorant and ridiculous. Whenever people thought they were going to hurt our feelings by saying that we were ignorant and ridiculous, we were like, absolutely.
Yes,
That's
that is us. That is us.
I can agree with that.
And we basically just do this live every Saturday morning to stay engaged with our friends that we've met on YouTube, and that's
so we
why
can
we
go
still
to
do
the
it.
meetups.
Yeah, so we can have an excuse.
We have
go
to have
the
a
meeting.
channel so we can
Yeah.
say we're YouTubers.
Right.
So we get to go to
Yeah.
the meet. Actually, everybody is invited to the meetups.
I'd love to see
You-
more
If
subscribers.
you're new here and if you've never been to a YouTube meetup before and you don't have a channel, you can go to the Pinecone Fest, Mid-American Meetup, the one in Arkansas. I don't know the names of them, but people just, ask here if you're interested. Just ask, and these people will tell you all about it in the comments.
Hey, why are they saying there was an earthquake in New York? Because, I mean, it was like public knowledge or whatever. So are they going
saying-
down a rabbit hole?
Oh, they're saying something underground, maybe.
Maybe.
Allegedly. Weird stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
Well, listen, I think it was New York. They've been having a lot of like explosions. Like boom, and then they call the police or or the emergency, and they're like, yeah, no, we got nothing. I don't know what we don't know what that was. So there has been a lot of weird stuff going on in New York City.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the Tin Killer meetup coming up in a few weeks. So I need a break from work.
Yeah, come on out and join us and have a rip-roaring good time.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Just people hanging out, having a good time. Anything going on out at the pier today? Oh,
there's a lot of people out at
kids
the
out
pier.
feeding stuff, and boy, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're trying to stretch.
In the TV biz, this is called
Stretch.
stretching.
Yeah, we kind of went through that news fast, even though I had a lot.
It was a lot of news week.
It was a busy news week.
We got the raid thing going on, and everybody's ratting out everybody on the old rapper, side of things. You got P. Diddy and calling out Jay-Z now, and then calling out Beyonce, and they're calling out all kinds of
that's
people.
still going on. That's still going on. Who else were they calling out?
Will we
They were
ever
calling
know?
out-
I mean, come on, you raided the place.
Right.
You like it was the most heinous thing on the planet, and then you're like, no, you're cool. Just keep on going on with your life, and come on, they have something. Now, what they're trying to do or leverage, I still think it might have been to go in there, get the information, and protect it so they can't see, like it was a CIA operation or something. And coming in here, stand by.
Call from
Ken Star Lone Cowboy.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Well,
You
good.
know, that's okay. You know what?
And Star,
Christine,
Lone Cowboy.
Mark doesn't even know Ken's channel name, so.
And Star. Why do I have Lone
Ken Star,
Because
Lone Cowboy.
he used to. I think his show was Lone
Are
Star.
you awake yet? You guys awake?
Yeah, we're here. We it wasn't long.
It was nice. It was really nice seeing some new people in here this morning. That's cool.
Absolutely. That's very, very cool.
It's because they're all running for the bread. They needed to know why they needed to go out and get it.
I thought they did a good job on the good clickbait there.
Yeah.
Well, tell us, what
yeah.
are you doing on Monday?
As far as I know, I'm working. But a buddy of mine in St. Louis said that they're like wanting to run today and take loads today instead of Monday because it's going to be the traffic, and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially in St. Louis.
He runs down to, I think he runs down to Nashville or something like that. I don't know, maybe further than that. They run out to Indianapolis and then back to St. Louis, and they're like, they're afraid of the traffic stopping and all this other stuff. And I told them, I said, well, if they stop in front of you, just keep going, if they're that stupid to do that,
Get some lawn chairs and just, get some lawn chairs, something to eat. And, oh my gosh.
Glasses.
The glass. I remember.
Yeah.
Fun fact here is whenever Deb used to go in the satellite truck with me, whenever I'd going around doing all these events and everything. And we're coming across White Sands to get from the Las Cruces, college or something like that, doing a football game or basketball game. And we're coming back across, and they were testing one of the, are we bothering you, Ken? Oh my God, what's going on over there? Good grief. Okay, so we had to stop because they were testing missiles, and they shut down the highway, and we're like, oh my gosh, Val. So we got out our lawn chairs, and we got up on top of the satellite truck, and we're just chilling out there on top of the lawn chairs.
I didn't get on top of the satellite truck.
Well, we were waiting to see if
you could see the rocket.
Then the guy, the security guy goes, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're waiting to see the rocket take off," and he goes, "It's on the ground. You'll never see nothing." Okay, I was like, "Oh, dang it!" All right, go ahead. You called us. I'm talking too much. You take over, Ken.
That's okay. That's all right. I do have some friends that live over there by New York and work in an office building. I don't know, it's some island over there. Is it Long Island or I don't know. I'd have to look at the profile, but they were all shook up because of the earthquake. They were afraid a bigger one was going to hit after that 4-point whatever. But my point is, and I put it in the chat, we just had one over in Asia, and maybe the Earth is moving through the Earth and stuff is shifting, and that's why they had the 4-point in New York.
Well,
I don't know. All the planets are kind of lining up a little bit, and you got the sun and the moon lining up here soon, which it happens all the time. It's just not an eclipse,
right.
But maybe there's a little bit more tug on the Earth and
shift the pole.
Oh, Debbie's into the pole shifting. That might happen. Who knows?
And I also heard that when our leader of our country, our supposed leader,
allegedly,
when they told him that there was an earthquake, he thought that they were calling him a quack. Not an earthquake. They thought, hey, you're a quack. That's what he heard.
And so they had to cover that up, his mistake. So they said that there was an earthquake.
Earthquake.
He thought, what are you calling me a quack for?
Yeah.
Yeah, Planet X.
Yeah, the old Nibiru. That was back in the Sumerian texts or whatever. But here's what happened here. Ken, I'm going to bore you for a second. This one guy that was writing books, he was not an expert on nothing. But he said he translated and he come up with this wild story. Watch the Y-Files. Just last night he went over this. Y-Files. Great channel. But so at the end he debunks what he makes it sound all, woo, this is cool. And then he debunks maybe why it's not true. But the guy came up with this wacky story, wrote books, sold a lot of books. And here the translation was, not even close, but that's okay. That's right. There's your Nibiru story of the day.
Right.
What's your Nibiru story of the day, Ken?
Trying to cut grass.
Whenever the ancient Sumerians came by, you always want to make sure you have a good lawn for the whenever Nibiru comes back.
Yeah,
can buy
I'm going
that.
to fire up the lawnmower. It's windy, and I came outside, and my fingers are cold. I mean, I'm going to have to put some gloves on.
Listen, did
You
you
know,
just zipper up your jacket while you were on the phone with us? Because something sounded. a
Yes,
little
I did.
Okay.
Well, the neighbors are hauling hay out, and cattle prices are through the roof, I've heard, and
Yeah.
they've got probably 200 head of calves across the road here. They're probably going to be shipping them out
Absolutely.
next couple of weeks, you know. So, and they say that the cattle numbers, if you guys are buying meat, you better buy it, because they're saying the cattle population numbers are down to 1958 numbers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
So it's decreased.
Well, they keep
yeah.
killing off the
they-
cattle.
They froze them out here
Oh.
in like Nebraska, Oklahoma a couple years ago. Then they dried them out up in Idaho and killed off
And they caught
thousands
them
of
on
them.
fire.
Then they caught them on fire down here. Yeah.
They lost over 10,000 head in Texas.
yeah.
That's
That's
gonna.
Over 10,000. That's quite a few. You
Yeah.
know, that's a
Yeah.
lot of McDonald's cheeseburgers.
And then they're
So,
getting rid of the chickens with the bird flu.
Yeah, the bird flu. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
they want to starve us to death, is what they want to do.
They want
My,
us to eat the
My
locusts.
goddaughter works for a hog confinement up in Iowa, and when they have the swine flu or the bird flu, they have to actually put them down and
Yeah.
not send them. They put them in a hole after they take care of them and bury them, and then they have to disinfect the whole facility. You know.
How did we
so-
survive back in the old days whenever all this was going on? Like, nobody even knew, and we just ate them anyways, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, my grandfather and my dad raised hogs and cattle, and we never had any problem like that. You know. I mean, yeah, we'd lose some once in a while, but
Yeah.
you just put them for fertilizer. But now it's everything's confinement.
And
Nothing family raised anymore, unless you go to a homestead.
nobody back in
So-
my day tested the deer for
Right.
something. I don't even know what it is, but you have to get your deer tested. They're like, nope, you can't eat this one. I'm like most of the
Yep.
farmers and everything, they just shot it, brought it back down to the
Yep.
the barn, butchered it all up, and within at the end of the day, we're drinking beer, just with a
Yep.
fat full amount of meat in the freezer, and nobody tested nothing. And look at us now. We're still here.
We are still here.
Well, I was
So far.
hoping that new guy in here in Kansas City, that the word I can't even remember his channel name. I'm sorry.
Ass words,
I was
weird
kinda-
world.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna check out his channel. I subscribed. I'm gonna check out some videos. He
All right.
posted one 2 days ago about the eclipse. So
All right. Nice.
yeah.
I love it.
Anyway,
And
I'm
I
gonna go
need
check
to
him out.
go.
I'm going to check him out right after this, too.
Yeah.
It was a mom drinks coffee or coffee with mom or something like that.
Yep.
I need to look her up.
Yeah, I know who that is. I know who that is.
Ooh, see,
Yeah.
Ken's in the know.
She's a good gal.
Okay.
Yep.
Ken knows
Anyway,
everybody.
I'll let
I
you
know
guys
Ken
go.
does
I
know
gotta.
everybody.
Ken knows the whole homesteading world. He knows all the motorcycle world.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Go check
So-
out Lone Cowboy Adventures and see what he's got going on here lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving April 14th, I think it is, a week from Monday, and I'm going to be heading south. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a surprise. So
Oh, I'm expecting
Anyway.
a knock on my door.
no, no, I'm not coming anywhere near you.
All right, all right. Well,
All right, y'all. Have a good
Get that-
day. We'll talk to y'all later.
get that lawn mowed.
I'm gonna try. We'll
All
talk
right.
to you later.
Talk
All
to you
right,
later,
bye,
Ken.
Ken.
That's a good friend, Ken.
Oh, Donut Factory and Jacob
Yeah.
Israel.
Jacob Israel Donut Factory, and they're,
They go down the rabbit
they
hole.
go down some rabbit, but it's weird. Like
Jacob Israel gets a bit out
gets-
there.
gets jazzed about his,
Yeah.
but he says something, and then something like it happens a lot. You
I
got to give
don't
him a little credit. He's been
know that Ken is coming to the 10 killer meetup. Christine, post the name of the meetup in the chat and all the stuff. And I know Lazy Days goes live today at 5, so Lazy Days, post your information too.
10 killer. She doesn't know about the meetup.
Who?
Christine.
Christine is throwing the
I know, but she
meetup.
put up like.
She
Did you forget your own meetup?
I think she wanted to know if Ken was going.
Oh yeah.
I-
Well, that's a week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ken's not too sharp. He's probably going to it a week early, and he's going to be like, "Hey, everybody! Wait, where is everybody?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's get back to what were we just talking about, right?
Channels that you watch.
Oh yeah, Jacob Israel. He ties it biblically.
He does.
He
He
ties it
gets
biblically.
into the biblical kind of
Good.
aspect of it.
And Donut Factory ties in the gematria numbers and symbol, and how he doesn't. He's a good guy. He just studies the evil people out there and lets you know how they work their magic
numbers.
using different days
And numbers.
and stuff, rituals, to spirit cook. So to know your enemy, you have to study your enemy. And
Right.
so, and he does this stuff, and he said, he tied in the 128 with the bridge collapse, and
Yeah,
voila, we
Mhm.
had ourselves a bridge collapse. I think Jacob Israel was in
He
on
was too.
the 128 bridge collapse too. They were on the same page about their and what days, like
Mhm.
what happened on 322 Skull and Bones Day, the Moscow attack.
Yes.
Moscow attack happened on 322.
Right.
They said something big is
Yeah.
going to happen. That's one of their ritual Skull and Bones days.
Yeah.
Boom.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty
Yeah.
big, So, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And like Jacob Israel, he'll touch his mouth and go, I'm just saying, it's a little bit kooky, right?
Yeah.
That's what he says. He doesn't say, hey, you have to buy into what I'm saying. He's just saying it's kooky that what he said happened the exact same day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love those two.
I need to figure out what I'm going to bring for the potluck. And if I do the chili cookout, it will be canned chili that I throw in a crock pot.
Wash this.
No,
Toxic cups.
I have no idea.
I get MT Homestead. This
Yeah.
is not my usual go-to. I like my American flag one that they
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
me,
yeah. They're kind of dirty.
but if you look inside there, guys,
Don't
Deb's
show in there.
killing
I'm
me over
trying
here.
to.
No,
kill
you know why? It's not going to kill me because we do drink cups without washing them.
Mm-hmm.
We cut our chicken on the table. We don't clean it up. We'll cut meat on there, leave it cook for a day or two, then put our sandwiches and make our sandwiches in the same place. We're good. We got a rock gut system going on because we aren't clean.
Yeah. Plus, we scrub toilets for a living.
We are around 400 petri
Ooh.
dishes of
kids
death and destruction
every day.
every
Mhm.
day. Now I
Mhm.
just the where you wipe your hands, right? That paper towel thing will start building up and getting full.
And we
you know,
just put our hand
Just
in
take
there.
your hand and just mash
Mash
it
it
back
in.
down
Yeah.
in. And
That'd be us.
I don't wear no plastic gloves. I haven't worn a plastic glove my whole
Mhm.
entire life. Not gonna start wearing a plastic glove. Some people are freaked out about this. Shh, I'm going into the restroom, right? I just get in there and I just stir
Yeah,
the stuff up.
only if I do something really
And then wash your
gross.
hand, maybe.
But I always wash my hands
Yeah,
after
yeah.
doing the bathrooms,
Yeah.
and I always wash my hands
Before you
after
go to
the
work the
trash.
lunchroom,
Yes,
we wash our hands.
I always wash my
yes.
hands. Yeah,
But I don't know.
yeah. But anyway, that
Yeah.
was boring.
If
That was boring.
if God wants
conversation.
to
We ran out
take
of
me
stuff.
with some kind of,
Mhm.
He's going to take me.
He is.
Whether it's a heart attack or, E. coli, which again, I'll give you my theory on E. coli. I worked on a dairy farm for one summer, right? If you had a little bit of crap on your hands, right, from working with cows, and you went like this and you just wiped your mouth like that, people get E. coli, and they're sick for days, right? But if you grow up working on a dairy farm, especially because you're knee deep in the crap all day long, so you're immune from E. coli. there's not one dairy farmer getting E. coli poisoning at all because they've been around the crap. They've had it in their eyes. They had it here. Then one smart farmer told me, like,
What's this lady doing on the
this
beer?
one farmer had like greasy hands, right?
Mhm.
Dirty, greasy hands. And like somebody brought us pizza that day, right? And it's, I'm like, aren't you going to wash your hands? He just gets the pizza and he starts eating the pizza with oily, dirty, grungy hands. And he's like, I'm eating this pizza. And then he told me a good lesson. You know what he said? He said, you're going to breathe more dirt than you'll ever eat, kid. So just have at it. I started thinking about it. He's out there plowing fields with manure everywhere, dust flying everywhere. It's like a dust bowl. Yeah, you're gonna totally breathe more dirt than you'll ever eat off of your hands. And I was like, good point.
Yeah.
There you go, people. Don't wash your hands. Just eat.
Don't worry.
just go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm serious. One of my friends he had to go do a satellite job at a dairy farm, and he had to run his cables through some manure or whatever, and he was wrapping up the cables, and somehow he just he was down for days, man. He was down.
That's
like,
terrible.
I told him, I go, that would never happen to me. I'm immune from E. coli.
So anyway, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that
Linda
was a
Peterson
fun
says you got to have more oil in the body. Absolutely.
show. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
I
telling
don't
you
think
what,
so.
what's weird is, like, I used to, I never really ate too much greasy or fatty foods back in the day, but as I'm older now, my body craves like a good Italian dressing, gravy. Like, my body seems to be telling me you need oil. You need lots of it. Body's getting older. Your body will tell you. But I eat like a whole loaf of bread. I love bread, white bread, enriched bread. I don't care. My body says you need it. Eat it. I eat a whole. Don't I? I go crazy on bread. I love bread. There you go.
Ooh, I know what I want to touch on. So,
Don't take any medical advice from Mr. Mark.
No, don't. Because he doesn't go to the doctor and he doesn't take any medicine.
I eat the
He
crap
is
out
the
of
most
heart.
healthiest person I know.
Listen, I eat heart healthy salt every day like it's the best thing on the planet.
Yeah, he does.
I'm still here.
He does. He's still here. He's staying a long time. So, okay. I want to do two things right now. I want to send prayers
Ooh,
out.
Onion burger. Yep.
No. I want to send prayers out for Julie, who's recovering from falling off a
She's looking
ladder.
better.
From
She's
her
looking
that
better.
she's doing better. And they had a big meeting. They're trying to get in with a
Yeah.
builder
Yeah,
down there
yeah,
for
yeah.
their business. And so that would help them out greatly.
Listen,
So
I was a
prayers for
site
her.
I was a site supervisor for those. We built like over 100 houses a day, and boy, yeah, those contractors got in underneath us. They made a lot of money. Yeah. So let's hope they get it.
Good morning, Greta Dice.
I used to hire 2 block crews down South Carolina. People like to play. They like to play hard. So I had 2 contractors that were in with us.
Yeah.
That did the block work.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to call both of them to show up that day. That sounds mean, but I called both of them. And usually one, they went out partying the night before. So they come in rolling around 10 or 11 o'clock. Meanwhile, the other one came in, on time, like 7:30 or 8. They got the job, and the other ones weren't even mad because they just figured I called the other crew because they didn't show up on time. And they
Christine,
never called me out on it. Like, you told me we had this job. All right, you're not listening.
who's Charles?
Prince
Ju-
Charles.
Julie, Randy, and Charles.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
the
There's
other
another
prayer.
So Julie and Randy, and obviously
There's another.
person that
Person.
needs prayers. Prayers are out for them.
No, I have another person. Kinfolk Farms.
What about Neil? What about
Oh,
Neil
well,
that fell off
yeah,
his
Neil
truck?
did
He
fall off
needs
the
it
truck.
too.
We've been praying for Neil,
grief.
though. I'm
You can't
talking
forget
about
Neil.
you. I'm not forgetting Neil. Neil needs prayers for his hip to heal
Okay.
and everything.
What about
So,
Tim at Ridge Life? My
oh,
God,
yeah,
he
Tim,
blew out his nose.
Tim just
Come
had
on.
surgery, too.
You can't
so-
leave Tim out.
Yeah, no, we're not leaving Tim now.
Oh,
So, prayers for Tim. But Kinfolk Farms,
his house.
they lost
Oh my
their
gosh,
house
that's
to
terrible.
a fire. So
That's pretty
prayers
bad.
for them.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. They need prayers for that.
So check out Kinfolk Farms.
That qualifies prayers.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Super nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Who
Arkansas Fallen to Veterans, Charles. He's having trouble. What does he? What I knew. I've been praying for him, but I don't know what is wrong with him per se. So somebody tell me in the chat, like, what's going on? Is his health going down? Yeah. I did know. I have been talking. I have been praying. I didn't know what his real name was. I just call him Fallen Arkansas Veteran
Yeah, we
when
know.
I pray for him.
I'm the worst person with names. You are your channel. That's
Yeah.
who you are. I'm sorry.
So those are all the prayers that I
Single
know
symbol,
of.
synonym. How many syllables?
You know it's time to go.
Okay, let's get it. But I'm just gonna, I want to bore the person.
Aw.
I remember single syllable names more for some reason, like Tim. And I lost her. Let's get out of here. She's tuning me out like she always does.
Who's David? We waiting for a transfer approval now. For Zombie.
Oh, Zombie.
Dumpster Dive.
Prayers are out for everybody on the planet, too.
Aw.
Okay.
Good, Neil. So, see, prayers work. I'm off the walker now. Prayers for the other. Pray for the others. Yeah.
He doesn't need it
Hey,
anymore.
Disregard
Neil prayers for Neil.
Yeah, never pray for Neil. No,
Ever
I'm kidding.
again.
I'm kidding.
He's good.
Prayers for everybody. I always pray for my
All right.
YouTube family.
Let's
when
get
I'm
out of
praying
here.
in the morning
we can-
at school. All right. So
Here, prayers are for everybody on the planet to have a good day.
right.
There
Okay.
you go.
So until next time,
Mhm.
remember, do your own research and be prepared. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Enjoyed all the new people and all
Yeah.
the old people and all of our YouTube
Throw in a couple words.
friends.